It's like you have to like explore the world and like you start to learn words through that. So you have like no words so far. The devs did say that there was violence towards insects and fish, so keep that in mind, I guess. Nima. And I really like the visuals for this. Nima question mark. Dark, cold, endless, and utterly serene. The perfect undulating prison for you to spend eternity. An irritating yet familiar voice scratches at your brain, and you find yourself violently woken by a mysterious figure. It worked? Breathing. The air is cold and stagnant. Hello? The walls that surround you provide the room with distinct lack of natural light. You are underground. Dozens of boxes overflowing with trinkets bring a strange sense of comfort. That comfort dissipates as you realize you're tied to the chair you're sitting in. The fuck? A bungee cord holds your head up. The stranger stands across the room, hesitating to approach. Nima, is that you? Words in your brain can be combined to unlock new words. Who is Nima? Am I Nima? Just tell her whatever she wants to hear. Mom. All words are stored in your library until they are unlocked. When you're done, words can be dragged from your brain down to your mouth to unlock new dialogue options. Mom? What's going on? Wait, yes, it's all coming back to you now. You're Nima Lee, and this is your mother, Annabelle Lee. Mom breathes a sigh of relief and smiles. Oh, thank God. Thought I lost you. She excitedly steps forward but stops herself just short of throwing her arms around you in an embrace. She pauses. Lost me? Mom shudders. Let me bring you some food first. You must be starving. Mom exits the basement, excitingly clambering her way up the stairs. I hope she trips and cracks her skull. Thanks, Mom. A sopping wet bowl of slop is gently presented to you. That looked like throw up. The odor, reminiscing of wet dog and dirty socks, is masked by overwhelming amounts of soy sauce. Your nose begins to shrivel like a worm left out in the sun. Mom unties your hands and leaves your waist and head fastened to the chair. With some effort, you can now eat your gruel. She places a small dull spoon in your now free hand. She's even uglier up close. Okay, Nima. Before you eat, we need to have a little talk. It was an accident. Your memories may have been affected, and I want to ensure you're okay before everything goes back to normal. You're gonna be living and sleeping in the basement for now. Can you untie me? You're tied up for your own safety. If you fall unconscious, I don't want you to fall and hurt yourself. Just follow her rules and then we'll be free. You're not a prisoner. This is just a controlled environment for you to heal in. Okay? Look at the bowl of food and then back up at her. You try to nod, but your head just bounces in your binds. Alright. So, starting tomorrow, I'm gonna be bringing you items. I want you to think of how these items make you feel. They bring back any memories. For now, let's start with something as simple as an example. She takes the bowl of gruel and pushes it towards you. What does this cockney make you think of? You can start to eat while we talk if you like. Disgust. It's just disgust. Everything's disgust. Everything's disgusting. Oh. Mom and hungry equals science. Nima and science equals mom. Mom's a scientist, okay. Food. Cogni. Okay. You hesitate looking down at the bowl and back at her. Although she claims there are no wrong answers, you know that's not true. She's looking for a specific response. Try connecting ideas in your mind and see where those trains of thoughts lead you. Tell me what you're thinking about. Hungry. Gruel. A fantastic source of nutrients. High in protein, fats, and minerals. The perfect feast for any growing boy or girl. Before you know it, you find yourself shoveling mouthful after mouthful of lumpy cogni down your gullet. Delicious. You barely notice the crunchy calcium-packed fish bones cutting into your gums. You feel your stomach distending in your body. An uncomfortable weight that only succeeds in making you hungrier. Easy there, champ. Mom grimaces. Disgusted by your enthusiasm, she yanks the bowl away from you almost as fast as you set it down. You really were hungry. I usually hate my cooking. Can I have more? I think you've had enough for now, dear. You yawn. The bowl of cogni certainly chased away your appetite. Now, you'd prefer to find a nice den to crawl inside and sleep. Mom sets the bowl aside and lets out a long sigh. She stares at you intently, preparing for something. How much of the accident do you remember? You shake your head. Something's just come to you, but as far as you're concerned, everything that happened before you woke up in this basement feels like a dream. You were swimming. You hit your head. You're lucky I was able to rescue you. You clutch your head as a bolt of pain travels from the top of your cranium down your spine. Ow. Likely story. Memory surges to you. You recall looking up at your mother's stony face. In her hand, she clutches a small knife designed to cut through flesh and organs. Your mother looks worried as she reaches out to console you. You recoil away from her. Maybe we should talk about this later. Tomorrow, the real test will begin. You pass those, and you'll be free to leave the basement, and everything can return to normal. How am I supposed to pass if I can barely remember anything? I suppose it's only fair if you have a chance to ask me some questions in return. There's a shuddering pain racking your brain. You're almost spent for the day. Choose your next words carefully. Okay. You hurt me. Your job? Swimming? You cooked that? No, I want to know about her job. What about your job? My work can wait. You're more important. Your eyelids are growing heavy. You're running out of energy. Anything else you want to ask me about? Am I Nima? No. What about Mom? You okay? Are you okay, Mom? She looks surprised and looks down at her cardigan. Do I not look okay? You look like you stopped taking care of yourself a long time ago. You try to smile warmly at her. I was worried about you. But it's okay now. I just need to run those tests. How about afterwards we spend the last week of summer break heading down to Radium? A nice hot spring trip will do us some good. Sure. Can I help you somehow? Just focus on getting better. You yawn and your mother takes notice. Nima, sweetie, don't you think it's time to go to bed? I just have one more question. What do you want to ask? Pain keeps coming up. Drown. Experiment. Punishment. Torture. Blood. Rock. Blood. I got hurt while swimming? You feel like you don't trust that explanation. You went swimming by yourself and hit your head on a rock. I told you not to go because the current was strong, but you didn't listen as usual. You were lucky I found you when I did. Really? Yeah. Her voice is tinged with regret. She's lying to you. The pain surging through your brain terminates with the sudden pull of the plug. Your eyes cut to blindness, and then you feel your body fall forward to be caught by the ropes fastening you to the chair. You flicker in and out of consciousness as rogue bolts of electricity wiggle your neurons. Mom hums a familiar song. A pair of tender arms bear the full weight of your malnourished and sickly form. You are lowered on a lumpy mattress, tucked in routinely and without indulgence. Whoever carried you here was hesitant to do so. Her acts of mothership seem a little more than a performance. Despite that, you feel a gentle hand lovingly caress the side of your face, and once again the world goes dark. Huh. Pain, huh? Ugh, my head hurts. This is my room. I barely remember it. I was not talented at all. Mom and dad. Family, okay. Family and pain equals dad. What's he so happy about? Pisses me off. Happy, torture, drown, cogni, family, dream. Okay. Dream and mom, grief. About dream and Nima, stranger. Okay. River. Blood, pain. What do we get? Dad and river. Dad and happy. Dad and torture. Dad and stranger. No? Dad and grief. Sad. Okay. Happy and sad. Sad and stranger. Sad and torture. Sad and river equals tears. Mom and tears. Oh, that felt nice. Bug life. Disgust. It doesn't seem that bad. I think he's faking it. Birth. Mom and birth. Okay, Nima and science. About science and corpse. Zombie, okay. Mom and zombie, okay. What about zombie and Nima? Fear, okay. What about zombie and dad? More fear. Fear and fear, okay. Fear and mom equal humility, I think. Stasis. That's a word. Nima and stasis. Hospital. Okay. Interesting. Hospital punishment. Hospital experiment. Science. My old locker. I can't remember the password. I wish I could shrink down to see how my dolls live. Pretend, forgotten. Milk, rice, coffee, tomatoes. Hungry. Sashimi. Okay. Sashimi and dream equals torture. Help mom file taxes. Mom was always stressed out about those. Dumb bass. Hey, that bass is trying its best. Plush. Tomato Boy's the coolest. I've read all the comics. You boy. This human looks strange. Wish I could be the powerhouse of the cell. Nemochondria. Guts. Okay. My purpose in life. One of my purposes. Marine biologist. Okay. I see you. Used to chew on those pencils. This is my special jar of wishes. Right now I wish I could get out of here. Is July already? Feels like it's been a million years. Cambrian era? Okay. Interesting. Was it always this lumpy? Burgess Shale. What? A penguin. I wonder if they're ever jealous of the birds in the sky. Ooh, bully and envy. No? Dad and envy? Life. Save the whales. Though beautiful when a whale dies, they host an entire ecosystem. Okay. Ego. I wonder what's out there, trapped outside. Was she talking? Digging deeper, field studies. The fish are trapped in a fake world. Oh, fossil. Stasis. Isolation. Starvation. Food. plant poison. Where's Mom? Corpse. Knowledge. Autopsy. Well, Nima and bully equals sad. Sad equal aquarium. Happy. Okay, Nima likes the aquarium. Love for your family. Oh, okay, we got a new word. Trophy. Not to toot my own horn, but I'm a pretty strong swimmer. Wait, you're a strong swimmer? Wait. Wait. You're on the swim team? Work? She was on the swim team, but she drowned or was drowning in the river. I mean, not to say that that couldn't happen, but it's definitely odd. This book's about evolution. I wonder what he'll evolve into. Paradox. Why did Nima age equal paradox? Mom and paradox equal love. Zhongwen 7. Even after all those years of studying, my Mandarin still sucks. Understanding paleobiology. Okay. 101 dinosaur jokes that'll have your friend rolling. How do dinosaurs pay their bill with Tyrannosaurus checks? Tales from the uncool kid, Benjamin Breyer. But used to be so relatable. Now I think he's just a loser. Okay. Oh, is that Dad? I was a child. I was his child and I was her child. In this kingdom by the sea. Okay, so Dad was a marine biologist? Maybe? Work. Okay, so Dad was a marine biologist. Child's drawing. It vaguely resembles a koi fish. James's pond. Fish. Okay. Family pet love. Remnant. New word. Rot. Let's throw in zombie. Trapped. I don't know what this U-boy thing is. Seems lonely. She needs a friend. Tomato boy and U-boy. No? Should I knock for mom? No. Not yet. The bathroom's locked. What if I need to? A lava lamp. Hot to touch. Lamp. Okay. The water's been sitting here for a while, and we're just living inside it now. Okay. Wonder what my dad looked like. I remember him. I guess Nima would be too obvious. Is open too obvious? Nope, that's not it. Okay. Forgotten memory. Mom. I guess let's knock for mom. Are you awake? Yes. Oh god, why do you look like that? You hear her undo a series of deadbolts, opening the door only a crack for it to be caught by the chain lock and held nearly closed. She studies you. She closes the door. You hear her undo the last chain and open the door again. You didn't clean yourself up. The bathroom door was locked. Her cold demeanor thaws for a moment. Shit. She pounds her head with the palm of her hand. She gestures for you to go sit at the table while she retreats into your room and unlocks the bathroom. Quick, lock her in. You hesitate, weighing the risk of trapping your mother in your prison. She returns quickly and efficiently. Your bathroom's unlocked. She doesn't take note of you, passing by to ascend the stairs, and a staccato of thumps and exits the basement. You fidget in your chair, wondering if you did something to upset her. She's not buying it. She returns trundling clumsily down the stairs. She holds the railing to keep herself steady. In her other hand, she carries a large tote bag bulging with concealed items. All right. She calms down a bit and smiles placidly at you. Good morning, Nima. Good morning. Don't forget to call her Mom. Did you sleep well, Mom? No. Disgusting. She's wearing the same clothes from yesterday. She looks disheveled. It's unclear if she slept at all. Are you feeling any pain? Yesterday, our conversation ended rather abruptly. Your vitals are stable and you seem to have made a full recovery. Yes, I'm feeling well. Good. She flips up a notebook and makes note of that response. How was your sleep? Any interruptions or strange dreams? Lie to her. Nope. She flips her notebook closed and the fake smile turns into a real one. You're going to do better today, right? Today's going to be a little different from yesterday. With me, I have some items. All I need you to do is tell me how they make you feel. Can you do that for me? Yes. She places the plushie of a shark on the table in front of you. For some reason, it evokes the unfamiliar feelings within. Nostalgia, sorrow, and most intriguingly, love. Now, is there anything this reminds you of? Okay, so it looks like these green ones are the ones that are gonna get me the most responses. The trip. That's the toy Dad got for me at the aquarium. Can we go? Can we get the tickets? Yes, let's get out of the bowl. It's not really a good time for that right now. Oh, man. Promise me we'll go sometime, okay? Just like how we used to when Dad was still around. Memories of your father's embrace fill your mind. He's no longer with you, but the plushie still connects the two of you together. Maybe after we're all done here. Does that sound good? Yeah, okay. Mom lets out a melancholic chuckle. It's funny, you used to bring this thing everywhere with you. I remember you never let me take it from you, even to wash it. Father used to say it was starting to look more like a catfish than a shark. He even considered buying a second one to switch out so we can clean it when you weren't looking. Hey, he never did, don't worry. After he passed, you were even more inseparable. You wanted to hold on to anything that reminded you of him. You and Mom share a moment of nostalgic silence, reminiscing on the warmth of a face that fades more and more into memory every single day. Mom lovingly plants her hand on your cheek. I'm just glad I didn't lose both of you. Okay, Nima, let's move on to something else. She pulls out a chunk of rock with a strange formation entombed onto its surface. There's a prismatic glow to the rock, an opalized skeleton frozen in time and then cracked open like an egg. Mother hesitates, unsure if she should show you this thing. Still, she places it on the table and pushes it towards you. What does this remind you of? I mean, it's a fossil? The Cambrian era. Life, from the beginning of everything. Here it is. Beginning of a large-scale life on Earth, the Cambrian explosion. Some wonder, why did the Cambrian explode with life? And you know what nobody knows for certain. It might have a lot to do with the invention of a new evolutionary dynamic, predator and prey. If that's true, I suppose you could say the meaning of life's existence to eat other life. Interesting. And how does that make you feel? I don't know. Kinda hungry. The spirit of the Cambrian period relinquishes control of your body and you return to your regular self. You shrug. Strange shrimp rock would look great in an aquarium. This is one of the fossils that you study for work. You're reminded all the time your mom spends in her office toiling away at descriptions and classifications for fossils like these. A job that takes up so much of her time yet pays so little. You're working with these fossils pretty much all the time. You wrote books about them. Do you remember this one's name? When you look at this fossil, the only thought that comes to your head is that it looks like the silhouette of a shadowed man. Something about it that calls to you. The shape of the stone is the perfect shape to fit you. You have a desire to crawl inside the stone and become entombed within it. No. Mario Splendus. That's alright. It's not important right now. You sigh. She constantly tested you on this useless shit. A small spark of anger unlocks a treasure trove of hidden resentment you held for your mother and her work. How much she offloaded onto you in order to prioritize her research. Kind of a waste of time. What was that? You spent the whole summer down here obsessing over things that have been dead for millions of years. You touched a nerve with that. She reacts by balling her fist. A steel veil crosses over her eyes. You spoiled brat. You could play and do nothing all summer. Maybe to you this looks like I'm wasting my time, but all this work I've done so we could fix our family. You shouldn't have said that. Why not? It's the truth. Play? You didn't let me go outside. I felt like I was in prison. You had to learn your lesson. What lesson? You really shouldn't have said that. I don't think we should continue talking about this. I want to focus on happy memories today. You're my good and happy daughter, Nima. She speaks as if she's reminding herself who you are, but the tone is clearly suggesting that you've begun to wander off the script she set out for you. What lesson, Mom? Don't get all righteous with me, as if it's my fault we ended up like this. You're the one who betrayed my trust. You're the one who put this entire experiment in jeopardy. I was ready to forgive you. For us to go back to the way things were, but it seems you're too spiteful to move on. You're not Nima. Nima would never act like this. Nima would never question you like this. That's it. It's time for bed. Mother grits her teeth to hold herself back from speaking further. Gruffly, she picks you up by your arms and hauls you back to your room. She deposits you across the threshold of the door and then quickly closes the door behind you. You hear her voice muttering something about controlled stimulus as she stomps away from the door and begins ascending the stairs out of the basement. You messed up, pushed her buttons too much. She doesn't love you anymore. You banish the errant thought from your mind. After the interrogation today, you want for nothing else but the comfort of the bed. You find yourself awake in bed. There are heavy weights on your arms. You try to wiggle, and your arms push against a series of tight rope that binds you still. Told you, she doesn't like failure. Hi. Your mother enters the room, wiping a small steel pick with an antiseptic tissue. You're awake? I didn't use enough anesthesia. You try to scream, but you discover your mouth is gagged. That's fine. You won't need it. She leans over you, placing her knee on your stomach to pin you and gripping your face with a clawed hand. The pick inches closer to your eye. Don't blame yourself. It's my fault, really. Something must have went wrong with the procedure for you to come out like this. She begins to caress your cheek. Her hands are trembling ever so slightly. But that's okay. Oh, is this a bad ending? Hi? Nope. There's always next time. Feel the blade scrape past your socket and push out into the nerves of your brain. Your life terminates with a pop as she severs your brain in half. Suddenly it's dark. Dark, cold, endless, and utterly serene. You spend an eternity in this darkness until a familiar voice. Nima? Is that you? Are there multiple endings to this? That was good. Damn. That was a great loop, too. I wonder if there's, like, multiple endings. I am curious. That seems neat. Yeah, hold on. We're gonna see if there's maybe a different way. Dark, cold, endless, utterly serene. Perfect. Uh-huh. It worked. You're breathing. Okay, yeah. We're gonna try again, and we're gonna try not to get stabbed. Let's tell her what she wants to hear. What's going on? Thought I lost you. She excitedly steps forward. She pauses. That was an accident. You hesitate looking down at the bowl. Try connecting ideas. Disgust. Ew. Despite every fiber of your being screaming at you not to, you bravely force a single spoon of piping hot cogni down your throat. Overwhelmed by the pungent taste of Mom's unconventional methodology of cooking, you spit it back out. Better starved to endure another mouthful of this overseasoned nightmare. Unsurprisingly, Mom looks away in shame and apologizes for the culinary travesty before you. Guess my cooking hasn't improved then. I'm sorry, Mom. I can't eat this. I only have to eat something. Can you order takeout? She cringes. The notion of spending money on greasy fast food and this perfectly fine cogni at home seems to cause her physical anguish. You know what? I have some burger coupons upstairs. I've been saving them for a special occasion. To be determined if she'll remember to actually do this. Huh, she's gonna feed us, right? You yawn. The bowl of cogni certainly chased away your appetite. Okay, Mom sets the bowl aside. How much of the accident do you remember? Shake your head. You're swimming, you hit your head. You're lucky I was able to rescue you. Likely story. Your mother looks worried as she reaches out to console you, but pull away. Maybe we should talk about this later. I suppose only fair to eat. Okay. Choose your next words carefully. What do you want to know? No, we did that one. No. Am I Nima swimming? We did that one. You cooked that? Yes. Admittedly, it was an afterthought, so I kind of threw it together. It's a nice thing about Kongi. You could just take everything in the fridge and throw it in a pot together, and it just works. So she's just throwing shit at a wall and seeing what sticks. You smile at her. Well, I suppose there's a reason you handle most of the cooking. Your eyelids are growing heavy. I remember you hurt me. Mom flinches. You can tell you struck a nerve. She begins to tremble. Nima, honey. I know I'm not always present, but I would never. You have a second memory come to you, trapped in an abyss, eyes shut and disconnected from your brain. You feel your mother holding your hand. No, play dumb. Sorry, Mom. I'm confused. Mom relaxes a little, though she doesn't let go of the barb you stuck in her. Lately, I've been prioritizing my work over you, and that's not fair. It'll be different, I promise. Doesn't mean I've ever actively wanted to hurt you. I can't deny you've been hurt because I've not been there for you when you needed me. Yawn when your mother takes notice. Don't you think it's time to go to bed? I have one more question. Did I die? No. You were in a coma. Let's not worry about that right now, okay? Okay. Your eyes get to blindness, then you feel your body fall. Okay. So she thinks I was in a coma. Oh, do you think the password is life? This is my room, I barely remember it. It's always this lumpy. Nightmare. Predator. Shark. Blood. Rock. Blood. Rock. Blood. Okay, oh, maybe live? Nope, that's not it. Filnops. Oh shit! Oh, I thought 5 was the answer. Guess what we're about to do? What do you guys think the password is? Ow. Is there a T? Nope. Bank. Rebirth. about rebirth and mom? Hubris, okay. Nima and hubris. Death. Nima and death. Corpse. I've read all the comics. That human looks strange. That human looks strange. Corpse Lillian? I don't know what that means. Okay, so, no. What about science? No. Lemon Boy. About birth. Cherry Tomato Baby. Okay. Hubris? No. Monster? No. Rebirth? No. Immortality? Embryo? Experiment? No. Oops, surgery. About nightmare. Bed? No? Okay. Water? No. Pain? Okay. Swimming? No. No. I don't think Corpse Lillian goes with anything. Shark fin soup. Oh, surgery. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna try indulgence. Zombie, okay. Guess no. I was gonna say pain was maybe one. I don't know. Is there an R? Maybe it could be rock. What about guts? Nope. What if it's Nima but backwards? Nope. Responsibility is a big one. Fish. Pet. Okay. But Nima and pet. That just equals fish. Fish in disgust, maybe? Okay, maybe we should try and pick up all the words. Milk, rice, coffee, tomatoes. MRCT. No? Okay. Okay. So we got a bunch of words. Let's go down the list. Okay, memory and life. Okay. Happy memory equal dad. Pretending to be happy, that's concerning. Memories of friends. Love, okay. Memory of a plush shark. Okay. We already knew that. Memory of plush. Love and shark. Okay, we already did that. Memory of bully. Nothing comes up. Okay. Memory of envy. Nothing comes up. Memory of erosion? Nothing comes up. Memory of pet? James Bond. Okay. Memory of time? Nothing. Memory of guilt? Stolen. Okay. Memory of guilt? Memory of humility? Nothing. Memory of responsibility, school, okay. Memory of fish, swimming and being in pain. Memory of love, happy and dad. Memory of grief, I think that's just gonna bring up dad, yeah. Memory of dad specifically, happy, okay. Memory of autopsy. Nothing. Memory of family, dad. Memory of fear. autopsy, nothing. Memory of family. We already did this. Whoops. Memory of shark fin soup. Nothing. Okay. Memory of indulgence. Candy. Okay, okay. Memory of zombies. Remnants. Interesting. Memory of the river. Blood and drowning. Memory of surgery. Torture. Interesting. Memory of guts. Disgust. Memory of cherry tomato baby. Nothing. Memory of immortality. Nothing. Memory of embryos. Nothing. Memory of tomato boy. Fruit snack boy. Okay. Memory. Corpse Lillian. Nothing. Memory of lemon boy. Nothing. Memory of death. Fossil and river. Okay. Memory of birth. Mom and eggs. Okay. Memory of science. Mind. Picking up a lot more words this time. We were at science, right? Memory of rebirth. Ooh, home, fish tank, Cambrian era. Okay. Oops. Memory of monster. Fear. Memory of hubris. Fossil and swimming. Okay. What about fossils? Pride. Okay. Maria. Cambrian era. Experiment. Mom and torture. Concerning. Rock. Pain. Memory of corpse. Nothing. Forgotten memory. Brings up mom. Pull up memory a couple times. Have we done memory of memories? Okay. Forgotten memory brings up mom. Okay, memory and predator brings up fear. Memory of shark brings up plush and love. Memory of blood. Rock and mind. Memory of drowning brings up blood. Memory of bed, sleep. Memory of nightmare. Memory of swimming. Okay. Memory of pain. Memory of water. Okay. Memory of being hungry, food and family. Memory of cogni, disgust. Memory of disgust, mom. Stranger, fear. Nima, stranger. Mom, grief. Okay, let's check out these new ones. Memory of sleep, bed. Memory of food. Memory of the fish tank equal home. Memory of home equal golden field. Okay. Memory of pride trophy swim team. Okay. This is a good plan. Golden field equals nothing. What about the trophy? Nothing. Nothing. What about the swim team? Nothing. Okay. Memory of eggs. Hungry. Memory of the mind. Stranger. Memory of Cambrian era. Nothing. Remnant. Love and grief. Memory of torture. Sashimi and fish. Torture. Okay. Memory of fruit snack boy. Nothing. Memory stolen. Guilt. Brox. Memory of Brox. Okay. Memory of school. Boredom. Okay. Memory of being bored. School. Memory of candy. Retirement home. Caramel. Friend. Old memory. Okay. Memory of aquarium. Pet. Okay. Pearl. Present. Okay. We are learning quite a bit, so I think I had an old friend. Oh, wait. Oops. Is the password Brox? Nope. Is the password food? Body and science. Okay. Let's go back to memory. We picked up some new ones. Okay, age, forgotten. Isolation, Nima. Ghost. Joke. Work. No. Work joke, work ghost. Dream. Okay. Book. Mom. Trapped. Golden field. Home. Mimic, okay. Hubris. Dream. Okay. Let's mess around with age. Okay. Forgotten. Ooh, acceptance. Okay. Growth. Okay. Knowledge. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, chat. We're gonna be at this for a hot minute. Age, dream, forgotten, age, book, knowledge, age, trapped, work. Present? No. Responsibility. Body, old, okay. Retirement, old. About Pearl, old. What about Brock's? Because I don't really know what that is. Age and boredom, happy, okay. Age and caramel, nothing. Age and swim team, nothing. Age and trophy, nope. Age and sashimi, rot, okay. Age and rot, remnant, age and remnant time. I have so many words. Sure, yeah, let's knock for Mom. I feel like we have a lot of words. You hear her undo the thingy. She studies you. She closes the door. She undoes it. You didn't clean yourself. Well, my bathroom's locked. Shit. Quick, lock her in. I didn't do that. Good morning. Don't forget to call her Mom. Did you sleep well, Mom? No. Disgusting. She's wearing the same clothes from yesterday. She looks disheveled. It's unclear if she slept at all. Are you feeling any pain? I'm feeling well. Good. She flips up a notebook. How was your sleep? That was fine. You're gonna do better today, right? Today's gonna be a little different from yesterday. Okay. Can you do that for me? Yeah. Here's a plushie. Is there anything that reminds you of? James Pond. Oops. What's the pet fish doing out of his house? This isn't your pet fish. Well, that's kind of close. Where do fish live? Bowls? The sea? You said pet fish, so where do pet fish live? Aquariums? That's right. And what do aquariums make you think about? Fish. Nima, no. We're probably gonna die if I do this route, but... Make shark joke. Sure. Hey, why are sharks banned from casinos? Card shark, because they're card sharks! There when I'm lonely. Okay. That's the toy Dad got me at the aquarium. Mom, I said I'm like... Uh-huh. He never did, don't worry. After he passed, we were more inseparable. Mom lovingly plants a hand on your cheek. I'm just glad I didn't lose both of you. Okay, Nima, let's move on to something else. She pulls out a chunk of rock. What does this remind you of? York. An old friend. You have a memory at the top of the stairs basement peeking down. She was looking at the rock spinning all the time with it as if it enchanted her. She won't let you see what she was working on. Every time you interrupt her, she firmly tell you to leave. This is the topic of her next research study. A study she's been working on night and day for most of the summer. Spent the whole summer with that fossil. Time got away from me. The memories are all tinged with loneliness and guilt. Your mother had called you her lab assistant, but all you do is help her cook and clean. Back then you told yourself you did all the work for love, but now you can't help but feel indignant. Oh no! I should not have said that. I wasn't trying to say that. Okay, so I guess it doesn't matter what we say. Yeah. Okay, so I guess for this demo it doesn't matter what we do.